What's up, brother?
This on the ground, you got clowns out here asking me what my intentions are today. Bro, I'm trying to train. I'm locked in.
For this camp, we've been keeping it pretty with the same kind of pattern. You know, we wake up around 8:30, and then head to the, strength and conditioning gym.
Keep that pace. Keep that pace. 30 seconds. That's 30 seconds. Attaboy. Perfect.
Different side training.
No, I'm still going to go in there and try to smash his head in. Yeah. That's it, really.
Brilliant chance, really.
I love sparring, I love training. So when you love what you do, it's just easier. Favorite bit about camp, pushing your body to the limits. Breaking records, breaking PBs. The nitty gritty, getting up there, how hard it is.
And trust me, by the time you hear the final twist, you might start looking at this entire Ryan Garcia versus Conor Benn situation completely differently. So buckle up, because fans are saying there's something strange happening behind the scenes. And the deeper you go, the crazier it gets. It all starts with Ryan Garcia showing up looking locked in, focused, disciplined.
And he runs like Forrest Gump. And he doesn't have to, but he does.
I wake up, run at 5 in the morning when you're tired, go back, have a nap. It makes them sparring harder.
Smells of hard work. And a lot of to be fair.
Yeah, I like that.
And almost suspiciously calm. Not the version people expected. Not the version critics were talking about. Suddenly the training clips start appearing everywhere. The runs, the sparring, the conditioning, the golf sessions. Wait, the golf sessions? That's where some fans started raising eyebrows. Because while everyone else saw a fighter relaxing, online speculation began spinning into overdrive. Why golf? Why now?
So we do, conditioning drills, sprints, all that stuff. Then we take a minor, 10-minute break, and then we head to, boxing.
Why did Ryan seem so composed while the internet was practically setting itself on fire debating his future? And then Conor Benn enters the picture. Conor Benn, the pressure machine. The guy whose entire brand feels like a warning label. Every clip looks intense. Every training session feels like someone turned the aggression slider all the way up. And that's when the narrative should have been simple. Speed versus pressure. Timing versus aggression. End of story. Except it wasn't. Because suddenly reports suggest whispers started growing louder. Fans started connecting dots. Comment sections became detective agencies. And the theory that exploded across social media wasn't just about who wins the fight. No, according to online chatter, the fight itself may have become the side story. Breaking news. Or at least fake breaking news according to the internet detectives. What if both camps accidentally created the perfect storm? You heard that right. Fans are saying every interview, every training clip, every carefully timed appearance somehow keeps making the matchup bigger. Not because anyone planned it, allegedly because nobody can stop talking about it. And this is where it gets worse. The more people analyze Ryan Garcia's camp, the more questions appear. Ryan talks about discipline. Ryan talks about focus. Ryan talks about learning from champions. Sounds normal, right?
And I don't know how long. I forgot how easy it was without a sauna suit. Javante, I'm coming for you.
He's coming back. We're all prepped up. Remember, in cooking, it's all about the prep. You want to time everything right. We're going to start searing the fish, saute our veggies, plate everything up, and make a beautiful dish for you guys. That's on my bucket list. All right, Rhino. It's ready for the cake.
Thank you.
Very welcome. Discipline is everything. Ryan's super disciplined. One day he says, hey, you gotta cut down on this, cut down on that. It goes down to him and how he's gonna cut his weight and how he's feeling.
Food's damn good.
But then fans started noticing something unusual. The louder the outside noise became, the calmer Ryan appeared. And online speculation immediately transformed that into a conspiracy-level mystery. Was he hiding confidence? Was he hiding strategy? Or was everybody simply overthinking everything? Nobody knows. But the theories kept multiplying. Then Conor Benn's side enters the conversation again, and suddenly the entire narrative flips upside down. Because while Ryan is talking about control, Conor seems completely comfortable with chaos. And that contrast became gasoline for every debate imagined.
For dinner tonight, we got some real nice beef tenderloin, AKA fillets. Right, got a little mashed potatoes. We got our mushroom mix right here. We're gonna saute them with a little butter. We got our broccoli all blanched off. Ready to fry everything. You have all the elements that he needs to be a top athlete.
I just monitor my eating, keep assessing myself every time I take a bite, see if it worked, if it was enough, if it wasn't enough, and then make sure.
One side says Ryan's composure is the secret weapon. The other side says Benn's relentless pressure changes everything. Then another group arrives and says neither side is seeing the bigger picture. According to fans, the real battle might be psychological. And just when you think the story can't get any stranger, another twist drops. People begin revisiting old interviews, old clips, old comments. Suddenly, every sentence becomes evidence for somebody's theory. Somebody says Ryan learned championship composure. Somebody else says Ben thrives when people doubt him. Somebody else says the pressure is actually on both of them.
Right. Oh. It's all right. The cameras.
It's rusty.
Oh my gosh, I topped it, dude.
Nice work, Coach Komodo. Oh, right into the gunk. Looks like you're playing Ryan's ball.
It's bad first hole, but it's fine.
Komodo usually costs Ryan money, but you know, today's gonna be it.
Yeah, today's been going good.
Any similarities between boxing and golfing?
No, not at all.
Different. Different skills, huh?
That's a good little 40-yard shot.
Yeah. That's a shot. Get out. Yeah, boy.
Meanwhile, the internet is treating every training video like it's a secret code hidden inside a treasure map. Then comes another fake breaking news interruption. Reports suggest absolutely everyone has become a boxing analyst overnight. Your neighbor is an analyst. Your cousin is an analyst.
Still for the game, and I think I do, especially now. So I'll be probably taking in those memories of watching somebody that's a superstar and knowing how to handle it, and just knowing how he's so in control in the ring at all times. And that's kind of what I pride myself with. Like, I'm in control of this. You know, don't let him make sure you neutralize everything.
The guy who watched one fight 3 years ago is suddenly drawing tactical diagrams on social media. And somehow every prediction sounds completely convincing until the next prediction arrives 10 minutes later and destroys it. But wait, because now we reach the part nobody saw coming. The conversation shifts away from punches entirely. Fans begin discussing legacy. Not who lands first, not who hits harder.
To the limits. Breaking records, breaking PBs. The nitty gritty, getting up the, how hard it is. I just love all that. Chasing them 1%.
Obviously these two fights here with Eubank are fantasy fights for the British public, fights that haven't been done before in history, but ultimately my goals and aspirations and desire.
Legacy. Suddenly the fight isn't being framed as a fight anymore. It's being framed as a chapter, a statement, a career-defining moment. And when that happens, the tension multiplies. Because now every training clip feels bigger. Every interview feels bigger. Every social media post feels bigger. And that's exactly why online speculation refuses to slow down.
Fully focus and be able to get up at 5 in the morning, do the runs without getting in.
The whole point for me now is to make every session as hard as I possibly can.
Yeah, got it done now though. I got sparring later.
Then another narrative emerges. Some observers suggest Ryan Garcia's greatest advantage isn't speed. Others suggest Conor Benn's greatest advantage isn't pressure. Instead, fans are saying the biggest factor might be expectations. Think about it. Expectations have their own gravity. They pull every headline into orbit. They shape
Lock the top three. Lock the top three. Lock the top 3-2. Yeah.
every reaction. They turn ordinary moments into dramatic moments. And once expectations enter the chat, everything changes. Suddenly a routine workout becomes a statement. A casual comment becomes a headline. A training clip becomes a debate. And the entire story starts feeding itself. Then comes the next twist. Remember when everyone thought this matchup was easy to analyze? Forget that. Because the more opinions appear, the less certainty exists. One former fighter says Ryan's timing creates problems.
It's like it's going to be announced. What do you make of that fight? And is there any sort of thing going on in the background with yourselves and Conor Benn?
Yeah, there's still a lot of legal questions that need answering, and we'll deal with that appropriately. But, you know, in terms of that fight, I think it's a good fight. You know, I don't think it's a big fight in America. I think it's a big fight in the UK. Obviously, Ryan's a big star in America. Conor's not. Ryan's a bigger star in the UK than Conor is in America, and Conor's a big star in the UK. So, yeah, I don't think it's a fight that's going to do massive numbers, but I like the fight. I think it's exciting. I think at 147, Ryan's a big fight. I don't think Conor should be fighting at 147. I think, you know, I like him up at 160 or up towards that weight class, but I think I don't...
Problems. Another voice says Benn's aggression changes the equation. Another person says experience matters most. Another says momentum matters more. At this point, the prediction game looks less like analysis and more like a reality show with boxing gloves, yet somehow that only makes the story more addictive. And then something truly fascinating happens. The narrative starts evolving faster than the facts. Every day creates a new version of the story. One day, Ryan is the favorite. The next day, Benn is the dangerous underdog. Then somebody releases a training clip and the internet changes its mind again before lunch.
It's been wonderfully matched, marvelously matched, made enormous amounts of money, which no one begrudges people making money. But it's been wonderfully matched to achieve that. Ryan Garcia, whatever we may or may not think about his performance against Tank Davis, is at a level that could possibly expose Conor Benn to what people think is that he's not at this level. What's your view on that? Do you think he gets exposed in this fight, Conor?
Listen, Conor's my pal, so I'm not going to sit here and try to mess up his name and that. this is a good fight for him. He's always wanted a big fight. Now he's getting it on...
Then another clip appears and everybody changes their minds again before dinner. The plot never stops moving. The script never stops rewriting itself. And neither side seems interested in slowing the momentum down. But here comes the biggest twist so far. What if the reason this matchup feels so dramatic isn't because of what we know? What if it's because of what we don't know? Fans are saying uncertainty is the real star of the show. Nobody can confidently predict exactly how these styles collide. Nobody can perfectly forecast what happens when speed meets pressure under bright lights.
Yeah, Ryan, Ryan's just like a wild card. He definitely got, when he had his best, I definitely see him beating Conor Benn. But like I say, I'd rather Devin fight one up.
When you said that, you think that Ryan beats him, what do you see? Like, why do you feel that way?
I just think dude will probably run into something. Yeah, I think he'd run into something. He tough. He gonna bring it. But Conor Benn is a good opponent for him or Devin because he gonna bring it. He gonna come to fight. He got some heart, so he gonna come to fight. He ain't one of them dudes who's gonna just let you get it the easy way. But we definitely, definitely destroy him. Like,
yeah. So you're thinking that Ryan Garcia would knock out Benn?
Yeah, I think it's a possibility. Yeah.
Is it a big fight? Conor Benn and him. I heard there's rumors saying that.
And that uncertainty creates the perfect environment for rumors, theories, debates, and endless speculation. Suddenly, every possibility feels believable. Every scenario feels possible. Every prediction feels one punch away from looking genius or ridiculous. And now for the final fake breaking news alert. This is the one that completely reframes everything. According to the wildest fan theory floating around online, the biggest winner may not be Ryan Garcia. The biggest winner may not be Conor Benn. The biggest winner may actually be the mystery itself. Think about it. The mystery keeps people watching. The mystery keeps people debating. The mystery keeps every training clip trending. The mystery...
I came back to the corner in like the first or second round. I said, he's not that good. I said, man, he's not that good. He don't hit that hard either. He's not this monster everybody talking about. He does hit hard, don't get me wrong. But he was like, I said, bro, he's not that good. He doesn't hit that hard. This guy is, I got it. I feel like, man, I got it. I probably could have stepped up the pace, but at that time, bro, like I said, it was the first or second.
They have Conor Benn, who to me is like...
Is that even possible?
Well, absolutely it's possible, but you think about this, like, he's fighting for the Zuffa belt. So, and Ryan Garcia is fighting for all the belts. He's fighting for the WBC, WBA, IBF. Like, Conor Benn's with the Zuffa belt, the unicorn pink Zuffa belt. So,
turns ordinary updates into major events. The mystery transforms a fight discussion into an unfolding drama. And if that theory is even partially true, then the entire story changes. Because suddenly this isn't just about who lands the cleaner shot. It becomes about anticipation, curiosity, uncertainty, the endless guessing game that keeps fans glued to every headline. So after all the rumors, all the speculation, all the theories, all the debates, all the dramatic predictions and internet detective work, maybe the biggest reveal is that nobody actually has the full picture yet. Maybe every side is missing something. Maybe every prediction is incomplete. Maybe the real surprise hasn't happened. And if that's true, then here's the question nobody can stop asking. Are we watching a boxing matchup unfold, or are we watching one of the most fascinating hype storms in recent memory build into something nobody saw coming?